Mr. DJ back on the countdown, but before I go to the top 40, there's a lot of these, what I call these top 40 extras that I have on my fantasy playlist. They're right on, well, they're on this side. No, not, this, oh gosh, dog it. I'm getting disoriented here. This side right here, the top 40 extras that I want to play. Not all of them, I can't get to all of them, but one that I do want to play for you. This caught me off guard. Ace Frehley, Rock Soldiers. I had completely forgotten about this. Ace Frehley of Kiss. Now, some people, not really Kiss fans, don't consider Kiss a legitimate rock and roll heavy metal band per se. Certainly they're not on the level of Led Zeppelin. I mean, I'll agree with you on that. But now get this, Guitar World, a prestigious magazine, ranked Ace Frehley the 14th greatest metal guitarist of all time. Ace Frehley started young. He got his first electric guitar, Christmas 1964, and he learned the guitar. He learned it without going to music school. He didn't take any lessons. His family was musical. He had brothers and sisters that played the acoustic guitar. His mom and dad played the piano. His dad was a church organist. Now let's fast forward to 1984, post-Kiss. Ace Frehley forms his own band, and they come out with an album in 1987 called Frehley's Comet, Ace Frehley's Comet, and I guess that's all I got to say about it. Well, no, there's a couple of other things. I was losing my train of thought. The album was co-produced by Eddie Kramer. Eddie Kramer's worked with a lot of folks. Started out as a recording engineer back in the 60s. He worked at the Olympic Studios in London, the famed Olympic Studios, where the Rolling Stones cut a lot of their classics. Back in the 60s, he's engineered recordings for Traffic, Small Faces, Rolling Stones, and he engineered 2 hit records by the Beatles, All You Need Is Love and the scintillating, the absolutely ingenious Baby You're a Rich Man by the Beatles, engineered by Eddie Kramer, the guy who co-produced this album by Ace Frehley, called Frehley's Comet, and it's a top 40 extra on my fantasy playlist, week of August 29th, 1987. One other thing I want to mention to you. If you don't think that Ace Frehley is a real serious or talented guitarist, I got one thing to tell you. Check out Ace Frehley's solo album. You'll remember back in 1978 when the members of Kiss released their solo albums? Check out Ace Frehley's album and listen to a cut called Fractured Mirrors. It is awesome. Ace Frehley from my fantasy playlist.